Shut up! You're not my mom! Can't tell me what to do! Okay, so are you recording?
Yes.
Okay, so we decided as our first video to talk about what we did
where we met James Charles.
Yeah. We waited in line for 17 hours, got there at like 7 p.m. Spur of the moment, thanks to
Maria.
For telling us, hey, it's going to be a long wait. You guys should go now, because we thought, as we were driving, we thought it was going to already be like 200 people outside. And we were freaking out.
Okay, so basically what happened, we were planning on going at 5 in the morning the next day, because that was going to happen.
Yeah.
One, I'm already a bad driver, and two, me tired would kill us.
Yeah, to kill us.
So, yeah, we just grabbed our stuff and we hopped in the car and drove, I think, an hour and a half. And so, yeah, some people thought that was very far. I mean,
We honestly though, it didn't take an hour and a half to get there. One, because you sped the entire way.
It would have taken an hour and a half.
If you weren't in the fast lane going like 85.
Okay, Mrs. I go 90 in
Hey, I'm not insulting you. I know I drive fast.
I'm like, I can't. Okay.
Right turn on red.
No. Shut up.
What?
And you.
Okay, so we got, I don't even know where you're at.
We got there.
At like 7:20, there's about like 25 people ahead of us about. So we were really lucky because like we got like the perfect place. We were right up against like the fence and everything. And then I remember like someone was freaking out like, oh my god, he actually put us on a story because we were outside already and like
we were just walking up and hugging because we got there, and then he was talking about
there's a
how
video
we're crazy.
you can I could see myself like hugging someone like, oh my god,
Maria.
we did it. Yeah, I saw that, and I'm like, well, we did it, we're good, let's relax for a little while, and then we start getting really close.
So yeah, I didn't tell my mom what I was doing.
My parents still don't know.
Still don't know. So hours went by, and apparently he was like, oh, I'm gonna go bring them hot chocolate. So he brought out, he
Not
called
him.
up, yeah,
It was like his
manager.
assistants and managers.
Yeah, brought us Dunkin' Donuts, like hot chocolate and
And
stuff.
donuts.
Good and warm.
I didn't even get hot cocoa, but that's fine because I had some green carrot earlier.
Yeah, and I think around midnight they decided to bring everyone in. We were getting so irritated.
But that was because people kept yelling and they were keeping people who were in the hotel up. Because they kept thinking, oh, we're seeing James Charles, which he did come to the window at one point and everyone freaked out. But like before that, everyone kept thinking they saw him in like one of the hotel windows, and it's like, no, that's a small child. He's not that short.
And by the way, James is so nice. Like not just about the Dunkin' Donuts. He came to our window, but he also, the people that didn't get to come and meet him, that came inside way later, because half of the people that didn't come inside were left outside all night, and he still like went to go see them, which was like really nice.
So yeah, and then about midnight we got moved into the
And then they kept moving us around to get everyone closer together. So everyone really bonded during this 17-hour experience that we were around. And then I think it was like around 1 a.m. they had an announcement saying all this stuff. And then they had the lights go back on at that point, and everyone was so mad because we were all trying to sleep.
Yeah, that was about 3, 4 in the morning.
That was at 4 a.m. I believe, and I was just getting tired enough to fall asleep on cold, hard ground, which, by the way, my butt's still sore from sitting so long.
Go get a massage.
Yeah, there was,
and not only the light that kept us up, it would have been fine. Maybe they wanted to do a count, and all of a sudden we just hear someone yelling.
Like about drama or something,
Like someone was talking about someone, and he kept shouting. Everybody was turned towards him, and everyone was just looking at each other like, can you shut up and take it into the bathroom? I don't know where.
Take it outside.
But, yeah, can you just not?
No, and then like this woke me up, and I was like, I didn't know what was going on, and I'm like, okay, what?
And at the end of it, people are like clapping for him. I'm like, why are we clapping for someone that's keeping everybody awake? And then he comes back later, like 5 minutes later, and some guy laying down was like, dude, people are trying to sleep, go away. And I'm like, I would clap for that guy, like, yes. So eventually I think it comes to around 5 a.m. and we're gonna go get our bags of makeup and stuff to get ready. And so we go outside, we come back, and there's so many people still outside. And when we're coming back inside, I believe
There was a girl like the front of the line who was like, you realize there's a line, right? And
we just look at her like, girl, we've been here since 7 a.m.
7 p.m.
7 p.m., sorry.
And like we were just fed up. Like we didn't actually say anything to her because we didn't want to piss off any more people.
Well, you're sleep deprived, and so.
Yeah.
And we didn't get our wristbands yet, so it's not like we could prove it, but
Pictures.
yeah. And
I could have just pulled up my Snapchat story and been like, yeah, I've been outside, like here, the this and this and this. Like we've been here for a while.
we just didn't care. We just wanted to get back inside, but
What a warmth.
so yeah, once we get our wristbands, we go up and
Yeah.
wait by the Morphe doors.
Yeah, and like everyone like that was around us, we were all like super exhausted, so we were all just like sitting down. Like barely anyone at this point was able to stand, like because we were so tired.
Everybody was hangry. All we had to eat, we did not prepare very well. We had Cheez-Its that I brought, and we just had like a couple blankets. Bless you.
Sweet innocent child.
Yeah, we had a couple blankets. I gave away my hat to Maria. I still have her gloves, by the way.
Do you have your hat? You have your
Yes,
hat.
I
You're wearing.
She's wearing it. Do you have your hat? Huh, I don't know. What is that?
No. You know what's funny? Like, Maria trying to get ready. Like,
Yeah, she had her full suitcase out with her makeup
we
palette.
just had like our bags.
Girl, what you doing? Sorry.
And so she makes me hold her mirror while she's like doing all this shit. I'm like, girl, I skipped so many steps.
And then she goes further and puts on false eyelashes.
I'm like, to be fair, me and like beauty guru, but here's the thing. Maria's a huge fan. We're not. I mean, we are fans of him, but
like not like we
Mega.
haven't been friends for like super long. For me, it's only been like 8 months. So like I really wanted to go see him because I think it's a cool experience to actually go meet like a famous YouTuber and all this stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'm wanting to meet him, but I didn't actually think I was gonna be able to meet him.
Why don't you put your defrost on? Jesus Christ.
The ribbon cutting happened, like we couldn't see anything. Like we could hear him and everything, but that was kind of hard to even hear him because
and
everyone
he was kind of late, so that kind of
yeah, he
pissed a lot
got
of
to the
people
ribbon
off.
cutting at 12:30 when it was supposed to start at 11:30. So no, not everyone was really happy at that point. Everyone was like just shouting, "We want James! We want James!" And like,
And then like the people who got there in the morning, because at that point we were lined up at Morphe store, the Morphe store, not Star, my bad. And we were lined up and everything, and there were people were walking past, and like the security guards had to keep telling people north entrance,
Yeah,
and
there's
these
people
girls
running
flipped us
there.
off and were like, "You're liars," and I was like, "What did I lie to you about?" And then they were like, "Wait, we can't stand in line here," and they were super pissed off about it. It was really funny. I was like, my source of entertainment.
yeah, cause like it was on the website like about everything, and they had said like, hey, yes, we don't condone camping out, but you still can do it. The tickets are at like 6 a.m. thinking like, hey, we're gonna get a pass. that was not the case for anyone. And
Yeah, so like basically people are checking Snapchat throughout the night being like, oh, he's gonna extend it to 400, and by the time like 12:30, because they didn't even start to meet and greet till like 1 or 12:45, I'm like, he's gonna cut it close to 250 because
he had a flight right after.
Yeah, and halfway through he apparently gets injured, like his toe starts bleeding from his heels. Like,
yeah. I mean, those heels were deadly.
Sister snatched. But no, when we met him, we basically were saying in line like, oh crap, we didn't think of anything to say, so we just
I don't even remember like anything he said to me, because I'm like, my mind is already gone at this point.
like sleep deprivation. All I'm thinking about is food. So when we got up, Maria went first, and she asked him about or she congratulated him on his palate.
Yeah.
And he complimented her and called her an angel. I'm like, aw.
I don't even remember what he said to me, but that's okay. I'm fine.
And and I got up there, and the only thing I thought of to say to him was, "It's so nice to meet you."
You're so shiny.
No, I could barely. For some reason, I didn't feel like I could stare at him. Like
you were unworthy to be in his presence.
No, his face was so shiny. I thought he was gonna blind me, in the best way.
And the one thing that I was a little upset about, and it's like, when we were waiting in line, it was like anyone who had been waiting in line could go into the store, but people who had the wristbands for meet and greet could not go in the store without losing their spot.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
was
what if
all
I
or
wanted
nothing.
to go into like the store, buy the sister hoodie I'm wearing, and get it signed by him? They wouldn't let me. It's all your group or none.
So yeah, and so we needed to charge our phones at some point. So me and Maria went down the escalator, and we went by this guy or this boy, and he's just like holding up his wristband like, I got a wristband, sister. And then we're like, oh yeah, you work it, yeah, good job. And we do too. So, and he's like, are we together? And me and Maria were just like, oh, okay. And then from a distance he's like, love ya. I'm like, you don't get this. No, I ain't accepting the love things.
Yeah. Who needs love when you got food?
True. So, yeah, no, it was pretty good. Like, shout out to security, because they did a really good job with, like, keeping everyone in line and, like, making sure no fights happen, because when you're in line and you didn't get much sleep and everything, people's fuses get short, so...
Well, at some point, they told people that weren't in line for the Morphe store or to meet him to, like, go. So they took off the thing or, like, keep going. You didn't
This is
wait.
a fire hazard.
Yeah. So, all in all, was it worth it to meet him? For us, I feel like it would have been worth it if one
longer time, less of a wait. Like, longer time with James.
Meeting him, yes.
Yeah.
I realize there's a lot of people, but it kind of sucks. 2, less time of a wait. Like,
17 hours was a lot.
Worth it for
It was almost
30
18
seconds.
hours. Like, we almost got to the...
And we're not trying to be, like, mean about it, but, like, it would have been nice to get something out of it. But we did get...
they got little scratch-offs, so we won, like, free lashes. Like, all 4 of us did. But some people won, like, 25% off your order, or, like, free brushes or stuff like that. And then one girl, actually, her scratch-off won the palette. But, like...
She was only waiting for 9 hours.
And the people who actually got free stuff were the ones who could actually go in the store that had been waiting in line for the store, but, like, actually for meet and greet as well. But they weren't able to go to meet and greet because they were at the cutoff. And... the people who were in line for meet and greet couldn't even go in the store until after your meet and greet session, pretty much.
You said this already.
I know!
She's super salty about it.
I am salty. I'm a
So,
salty
yeah.
bitch.
James is a sweetheart. I will never forget this experience. I feel like most people should go through something like this, even though it sucked, and we're still trying to catch up on sleep now. My body is still exhausted.
And we have school tomorrow, but it's fine. College does this to you.